Hello everyone, starting another video here on today's video channel is the step-by-step of a jumper, super easy to make. I very much hope that the tutorial is easy to understand for you. Let's go step by step. Let's start cutting here. I have already put my fabric. I'm wearing here a viscose, and I will leave you the footage of each size, so more or less here for my trousers I will wear 1 min 10. Because it is a size PPE, I am short. And then, I have folded here. Fabric once and twice. Then I will cut the front and back at once. I'm not going to use molds, am I? I will use a piece of clothing that I already have. But if one day I do the molds, it will be right here below, linked in the description. I'm going to put my jeans up here, and I'm going to use this elastic band here, which is the one I already have at home. But you can use a 3 cm wide elastic band. My one has 3.5 and the other has 11. I'll use it myself and I'll double it here. Where will it be? It's the elastic that's going to be the width of my elastic. I'm going to position the right pants here in the fold. Oh my god. My pants here, they're tall, but I'm still going to make this canvas a little bit with Gavin. A little bit bigger, and I'm going to cut this wider pants, which is mine, which is a skinha, right? So I'm just going to cut wider here on the side. I left a couple of fingers more width here on the side. I left 3 fingers more width, and I'm going to leave that whole width that's here, and I'm going to cut there in the front as well. For the PP size, which I'm using 36, I will cut here with 50 cm width. I want to be there. Then I will cut the entire width of that leg, but it doesn't have to be that wide, does it? But there, the way you like. I'm not going to do side stitching here, but if you want, you can open that side and stitch it. But I'm not going to open it so I can close it. I'm going to leave it anyway. And then I'm going to take it out here so that it can be cut off the front. Unlike the back, the front I'm going to shrink here, 3 centimeters. And I'm going to take this, the gazelle's 2 centimeters. I'm going to take 2.5, 2.5, and I'm going to take that width right there on the mouth bar. Now let's start sewing, let's start closing the gull. Since it's not a social trouser that has elastic, I'm going to start by closing the gavel. Otherwise I would close the legs, then the gavel. So I'm going to close here. To put together front is to put together the 2 bands in front and pass the seam of the Gavin up to the waist. And here on the back also the same thing. Join the 2 bands of the back and close from the waist to the gaping. I have done the sewing and enjoyed, and I have passed the overlock. You can also make zigzag. Now we're going to open it like this so that we can put together here the gaillon seam and the gaillon seam, and then I'm going to put the pin in the gaillon until the leg mouth is below the sheath so that I can. Sewing without getting crooked, right? The hem ends equal front and back. When it doesn't end like that, equal, and you sew the pants, it's with the Thor leg. Whether it's for when you buy a pair of jeans, it changes the Thor leg, is because that cut didn't meet. So it's important that they meet here in the front hem back. This is cos, right? And here's the one in the middle of the pants. And then pinned it up like this. Now we're going to pass the sheath culture through the gavion. Here in the gavin, you give a portrait. success to stay firm, this seam is well reinforced and goes up to the other bar in the middle of the legs, made and finished. Here I made the varlock, but you can do this equisag, and I put here centered, front with backs, and here in the corner I found the middle of the side, found the side of the pants, I booted a pin, put here in the middle again, and found the other side, I took an elastic. I fell my waist note, I hope I can fit it here, but I stretched, oh, it looks like it's going to give, oh, it looks like it's going to give, you see? So he has to stretch so that it falls on this waist. Here is 48 centimeter wide, so after you sew it, right? Yes, I lost 2 centimeter, and the elastic is 28, it's open, it's double, and the waist is also. So there's a difference of 20 centimeter forward, 20 centimeter back here. So I folded it like this, I found a middle here, then I folded it here in the middle, and I found the middle of the sides. And we're gonna nail that elastic to the pants. You can simply pass the overlock or zigzag on this colch and flip it. Pass a seam from the outside to the outside of the width of the elastic band, leave a small opening, and pass the elastic band through the inside. There's a belt or a rubber band, right? In the union here of the opening, pass 2 seams, holding this elastic the easiest form. But we're not going to do that, we're going to do the next one. We're going to overload or go zigzag-zag on that elastic, holding it in the pants. It's a harder way, but I want to show you how it is. So if you find it very difficult this way, that makes it that I explained first that you should already know there what I will do. My pants are here, I'm going to put this elastic in here, oh, on the edge of this thing, oh, and then we turn it in like this. So I'm going to take here, oh, on the little edge, on the side of the edge, position here, and I'm going to overlay this little edge and put the fabric and the elastic from outside to outside on this waist. I'm going to put here from the edge, yeah, my fabric, and put the elastic on the edge. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull, oh. Here's the trouser pin, here's the elastic pin that they meet, right? And then I put them together and stretch them, and I'm going to sew stretch. Matter play on the pin, and I do the same thing again. Find pin with pin, right? That's half and half. That's cool. It's going to make that sound right. Oh, and then it will be like this, oh, the French fabric on the elastic. It's a pretty nice finish here. At the end, we're going to give a little pass. It can be from a finger like this. Put the pin now on the straight machine. We're going to close that part of the top of the elastic that was open at the time it passed the pin here. And I'm going to sew, right? Closing. So it went like this. Now we're going to fold this elastic like this O to put a seam in this part of it right here, O, where it has this alga lock or zigzag. Then I put it on the straight machine. I positioned it. I think it will make you see better, right? I positioned the little foot. right here. And where was that means? I'm going to fold, put a pin, I'm going to stretch, and I'm going to sew this folded powder. Look, it looked pretty, didn't it? Look at this, guys. So I'm going to pass 2 stitches. I'm going to divide this distance that I have here, and I'm going to hit 2 stitches here. You can hit 1, but I'm going to hit 2 because I think it's more beautiful. Now let's go to the sheath. Guys, I'm a little exaggerated. I like to cut things bigger, longer. I almost cut the bill. So when you experience it, you will see that you are missing because of the sheath. I wanted to make a coarse sheath, a sheath like this, or about 2 centimeters, 2.5, but it will not give because it became too much to use with salt. So what am I gonna do? I'll give you a sheath. Well, fine. So if you can, leave a little bigger. Instead of buying an idea to buy a highbrow, Lynch buys a little more so you can make a prettier burlap. So that's it. I really hope you liked this video. Subscribe to the channel. We have a video every week with various tips in subscribers. If you like it, let me like it because it helps my channel too. 1000 kisses until the next video, and bye.